Okay, hey guys, so I'm gonna be doing like a little life update as far as like what's going on in my life and what I'm up to next, because I just kind of haven't really been giving updates, haven't really been uploading very frequently. I'm very busy. I have a lot going on and stuff, and just I don't know. So I do want to try to, kind of, you know, I'm currently in my kids' room, and because my youngest son, he's in the bed asleep, and I honestly don't want him to wake up right now and be, like loud. So I really wanted to just go ahead and kind of like film this while I can until he wakes up or whatever. And so I'm in my kids' room. And I have been working on their room. I have been slowly adding things to their room, and I've been like um, giving the room a little bit of a makeover, if you will. It is not finished at all. There's still a lot that I need to do, want to change, so on and so forth. And also, to be honest with you, I'm just going to be moving soon anyway, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I guess I will kind of show you some of the changes I've made in my kids' room while we're here. Like I said, honestly, I'm just gonna really be moving soon anyway, but still, I just got a lot of cool stuff for their room and wanted to kind of like revamp their room a little bit, because their room was giving boring, dull. They didn't like being in here and so on and so forth. But now they like obsessed with their room, they love it, and I'm still not finished. But so let me show you a few things that I've changed in here. Okay, so first and foremost, it is not perfect. You know what I'm saying? This is just is what it is. They've written on the walls and so on and so forth. But this is their bed situation. They have a lot of comfy pillows on their bed. And that's just kind of, yeah, they have bunk beds, but this is the bottom bunk. And there's that. They have this toy area over here. Like they have this toy box. There's their trash can, but they have this little bluey toy box where they put a ton of their toys that they play with. And then they have this little dinosaur thing. Let me see. And then they have this little thing here for some like plushy stuffed animals. Ignore this messy drawer that they drew all over and stuff. And then I have a fan right there and stuff, but that's kind of that little area. And then over here, I just have a floor to ceiling mirror, but I'm kind of purposely trying not to show certain things because it's not really finished. They got some posters on the wall and stuff. This is the desk area. They drew on their desk. I need to freaking clean that, but whatever. I got them a cute little desk from Five Below. We got Wally. We have a few little things going on here. Up here we have a drawing and that, and yeah. They have a snack bin that's full of chips and stuff that they could constantly grab from. They have this little hamper thing for like extra clothes. Um, I have this clothing rack in here that I absolutely love, with both of their clothes on it, and it's just the way that I'm organizing their clothes at the moment. We have backpacks, we have shoes down there. Don't look too hard around because there's like drawings on the wall and all types of stuff. Listen, it is what it is. Like I said, I'll be moving soon, but I will clean those things up like when we do move, because I just hate it. But this is a futon, but it's like a little couch thing, a little makeshift couch that I did. We got these pillows from Five Below. A Mickey Mouse toy I got for free that their dad bought them So, you know, this is a little futon that they can sit on, like a little couch situation. And then let me see. I want to, that's Remy's school, so I don't want to show that. But I got some stuff hanging on the walls from Five Below. These little masks that Adam loves. I just put them on the wall. We have a Stitch poster and just whatever. And then honestly, there's other toys in here that's not really organized the best, but there's more toys over here. So those are just kind of the main changes that I made in here. I also been making changes in my room and in my bathroom. I, you know, had just been kind of adding some things, doing some little redecorating, things like that. A lot of storage and organization as well. So, you know, just doing a little revamping with the way that things are. But yeah, I kind of have a headache and I should have took a Tylenol, and I might pause this and take a Tylenol because I kind of have a headache and it won't go away. So I might take something. Okay. Okay, so I took something because girl, I can't deal with headaches and stuff. So yeah. So basically, one of the biggest elephants in the room, and maybe it's not an elephant in the room, but one of the biggest things that I'm dealing with is that my car is in the shop, and I'm not going to give a long story about that, but long story short, my car is at the mechanic right now. I have a mechanic that I trust. He's the guy that sold me the car in the first place about a year ago. And long story short, it's going to cost $1,600 to fix the car because there's some major damage in the bottom of the car. Like the thing, I don't even know what it's called, but something is just snapped in half under the car. And also I just need to get the fuel injector, the fuel pump or whatever replaced as well. I had already replaced one of the tires and got a new battery, which could have waited on those things, but I thought that that's what was wrong with the car, but it ended up being some really expensive damage. So yes, I'm dealing with that. I know anybody would be like, $1,600 to fix your car is just too much money and can't afford that, and probably gonna let go of the car or think about some other options, because that is a crazy amount of money to get your car fixed, you know. And it's not even a new car, you know, like it's like it was a cash car to begin with. But so I'm just sitting here freaking out, thinking about what to do, but my mom kind of was like, don't worry about it, you need a car, I'm gonna front you the money, right? I'm gonna pay for it in advance, but you're gonna pay me back. So she paid half of it already, and then she's gonna pay the other half, and then I am gonna send her money because she has a good job, she has money, like she is just going to, like, she already has a ton of money, you know what I'm saying? So it's like she yeah, and I hated even having to do that. I don't like asking my mom for help or having my mom help me for anything or so on and so forth. But, you know, she really insisted because she knows how much I need a car, how much I get out, how much I do things. I'm very active. You know what I'm saying? I do need a car. I do a lot of things and I leave the house every day. And also it's just freedom. Like, it's just being able to get out and take my kids out and like things like that. So I felt myself getting depressed when I was thinking about what am I going to do. But since my mom was willing to work with me, I really appreciate that. Truly, I do think it's a blessing to be able to have a mom who is willing to help you in a situation like that, because I don't know what I would do otherwise. I mean, the car would just be either sitting at the mechanic or sitting at home until I come up with the money to fix it. I don't even know if I would have even chose that option. I think I would have probably sold it and then tried to get something else, but it's just like that, even that's not a good option. I don't want to get a new car, I don't want a car note, and I don't want another cash car that is another couple of $1,000s. So honestly, this was kind of like one of the best options to go with. Apparently I ran over something like a really bad pothole, because there's like certain areas, there's like really bad potholes, and it's just like really irritating. And it was a $1,600 pothole damage. So it's just like, that's crazy. But I'm gonna send her like $500 a week until I get that paid off, which that sucks and is unfortunate. Like, all the hard work that I have been doing and will continue to do is just gonna have to go right into this car until I get it paid off, because yeah. So the good thing about that, and the thing is, that's kind of the only hiccup in my life right now, is that. And even then, it's turning out to be okay. It's not a big devastation because we're getting it figured out. I'm not gonna have to like be without a car again, because I went without a car for 2 years, and it sucks not having that independence. It sucks moving backwards. It sucks to be cooped up in the house, so on and so forth. I mean, I work from home, so it's not like, oh, I'm scared of losing my job or, you know, anything like that. But still, like, I still use my car for so many things. I still need my car for so many things, so on and so forth. It's been amazing having a car ever since I bought it. So I know what it's like to be without a car for 2 years, and it's not it. So it's just like, thankfully I'm self-employed, and thankfully I work from home, because I had a really good month in September. I had one of my best months in September, and I'm gonna have even better month in October. And just sheerly based off of just how much I'm gonna lock in, I only locked in half of September, and I had a really good month, full-time income. I don't like to discuss numbers too much, especially moving forward. I don't want to really discuss numbers, how much money I make and so on and so forth, but I am going to be projected. I planned out everything I need to do to make $5,000 in October, right? We did like almost half of that in September, only working half the month. So I'm hoping that in October I can make $5,000 or close to it, a couple thousand. I mean, whatever I make is a blessing and I would be happy with, because, you know, I'm proud of the money that I make. But I'm just saying, that's the goals that I'm trying to hit. I'm trying to make $5,000, honestly, just consecutively. I'm just trying to, that's my goal of a number that I'm trying to hit, to make enough money to feel comfortable with my income. So I kind of finally have my self-employment situation going smooth enough to where I know what to do now, and I know how to make money, and I have like 7 sources of income, including the stadium job. I do also work at the stadium, but I only pull like 1 or 2 shifts a month. So it's not like, it's not even a part-time job. It's just like a side hustle job, because if you're only working like 1 or 2 shifts, or sometimes 0 shifts in a month, like, that's not, you know. But it's just like, whenever I pull those shifts, it helps. And I did work 2 shifts in September, so, you know, there is that. So it is extra money, you know. I have multiple sources of income, so, you know, that's just what that is. And that's the reason why I'll be able to pay my mom for the car, you know what I'm saying? It's just that it's such a crazy amount of money, and it's just like, all the hard work that I've already done and will send mom on Friday is going straight to the car, and all the money I'm going to continue to make until I get the car paid off is just going to go straight to mom and this car. And it's just like, that's the thing that sucks. I have plans for what I wanted to do with my money, and then now I'm having to change my plans and put it straight into the car until I free that up. And it's just really freaking annoying having, I'm grateful that we're getting this situation handled. I'm grateful that I make the money to be able to do this, but it does suck. It sucks bad. It really sucks, but I'm trying to just feel grateful. So like, another thing I wanted to talk about is I am basically a coffee addict now. I have to drink coffee in order to have energy. If I do not drink coffee, I am sleeping in, I'm taking naps, I'm low energy, lethargic, I don't feel like doing anything, so on and so forth. Having low energy is just how I am, who I am. Like, it's just my life. It's been a battle for me, especially most recently. I think especially because of the fact that I have so much going on in my life. I have so much that I do. Like, I have so much that I do. I work, I'm self-employed, I, am present with my kids. I volunteer with things at church, like a part of the dance ministry and stuff like that. I in school, and just all the other things that I'm doing outside of that. Like, I do a lot, and I am busy all the time. And even just when it comes down to cleaning the house daily, and yeah, so all I'm trying to say is I need to have energy. Energy is what allows me to do what I have to do as a mom who does everything. Energy allows me to do what I need to do, to be productive, to make money, to keep a clean house, to X, Y, and Z. I literally have some coffee in this bottle as we speak because I don't have any more cups. And I see why people are coffee addicts, because coffee is the only thing that really gives me the energy that I need to do what I need to do. When I drink a good cup of coffee, man, the things that I could really do is crazy, and I notice the difference. But I only need one cup because I'm really sensitive with stimulants and like say like a lot of caffeine, and I take anxiety medication and just things like that. Like, I have to be kind of careful with drinking too much of it. So I only drink like one cup. It's enough to do something for me, and it really helps me tremendously because I need the energy. As someone who is self-employed, which means I have to be self-disciplined, it's so easy to just lay in bed and just do nothing. It's so easy to be like, I don't feel like doing work and da-da-da-da. It's so easy to just sleep in, So it's imperative for me to have energy and to feel like getting up and doing things, right? In order to keep the cycle moving, because when it comes to self-employment, okay, you guys know that I didn't have a job since March. March was like March 1st, my job had called me and was like, yeah, it was a temp job anyway, but like this time last year, I was working 3 jobs, and then it just turned into like 0 in self-employment. I wasn't scared to lose my jobs. I didn't think I would go this route. I was planning on getting another job and like just maintaining having multiple jobs, but we all know how the job market is right now. It is not easy to get a job. And so that is what my plan originally kind of was to get another job before this one ended, and then get another job. And so nobody was really trying to hire me like that, and so on and so forth. So I wasn't really scared to just be self-employed. I've done it before, but in the past I was self-employed and I wasn't really making much money. That's why I always kind of like went back to a job, because I'm like, this ain't really enough money. But it wasn't until, because I ended up getting like a lot of money, all at like a lump sum of money from a lawsuit, and like from my car accident, and then I got a lot of money from my tax return. I got all that in May. So I was kind of doing pretty good in May. Then I got scammed in the beginning of June. So I decided to lock in June. And lock in I did, because that was my first full-time month being self-employed. And it really just kind of was like, oh, shoot, this does work out for me. This, you know what I'm saying? I can like lock in and actually make a lot of money with this. And this can replace a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, money is money. And so if I'm making as much money as I made when I was working, then it looks like I don't have to really like be so adamant on getting a job. And that's just what it was. Like, I'm not sitting here looking for a job. I'm not sitting here trying to get a job. I'm self-employed. I mean, that is my life right now. And I hope and pray that I can continue to be self-employed. I don't mind working a job. I'm not trying to talk crap about people who work 9 to 5s. I'm not trying to talk crap about 9 to 5s, right? All I'm trying to say is I have been self-employed on and off for many years. This is the first year that I've been able to do it full time, and I'm grateful to be able to do it full time because this is what I'd rather be doing. I've worked jobs before, many jobs, but I'd rather be self-employed, and that's just me. I found something that's kind of working for me, and I want to just extend it, go harder with it, and make more money with it. So that's just where I am. I don't mind working a job if I have to. I clearly still work at the stadium and so on and so forth. I'm not talking crap about 9 to 5s. Listen, we got to do what we got to do. I understand it, right? I've been there and I could easily get back to that. But for now, I'm very, very blessed and grateful to be able to be self-employed and just make money from home and just make money whenever I feel like it, whenever I want to, I guess, you know. So, and then, yeah, so September being my highest month so far this year, and then October should be even better. So that's just kind of like what that is. And then, of course, for November and December, once again, just continue to do my best. I am going on a cruise in November. So like, I need money for real. Like, I'm going on a cruise in November. We're going on we go to Florida every year. So we're going, cause we go to Disney World every year. So we're going to Florida and Disney World again next year. And then my best friend, she is turning 30 next year. She's wanting to go out the country. So she's like, get your passport. So I'm trying to get my passport. And I also want to do a birthday trip for my birthday as well. I'm turning 30 next year as well. So I want to go to just Las Vegas for my birthday. And after all of that, I also am planning to move next year. So there's just kind of like a lot going on, that like just expensive things, trips, mainly trips, and just moving is like the big thing. Like, so it's just like, that's why this car situation was like so unfortunate, but it is what it is. But like, so yeah. So the thing is, I'm going on a cruise in November. That's the main thing that I'm thinking about right now. And like, so I'm just hoping and praying that I can quickly pay off this car situation so that I can really start putting money towards having vacation money. So like, for example, I really want to, like do my hair and like get some clothes, some vacation clothes. I definitely need a new swimsuit. I wanted to get the kids some new shoes and just some little last minute things before we go on the vacation. And then I also just wanted to have money on the trip. So if I wanted to buy some stuff on the trip, so I kind of wanted to have some vacation money. But if I don't, it's okay, because you guys know I got sent a free suitcase. I get sent a lot of free things. So I've been really spoiled by a lot of companies and so on and so forth, because I've been getting a lot of stuff for free. So I'm kind of just taken care of in a way where it's like, if I didn't have the money, I would still be all right. I have clothes. I do have a swimsuit. I just wanted some new stuff for the trip, but I would be okay. So I'm just saying, I don't know. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is my anxiety. Just a quick little update of my anxiety and my medication that I take and so on and so forth. So the update is basically I'm doing really, really good with my anxiety. It was a huge situation when it started getting worse and worse and worse. So I started taking medication, sertraline, and I take it every day. I don't only take a half a pill, so that's like 12 milligrams or something. So it's not much at all. Like, it's not much. It doesn't do anything to me. Like, it doesn't make me feel like a zombie. It doesn't make me not feel like myself. It doesn't make me feel out of it. There's really not many. any crazy changes being on my anxiety medication. I had a few side effects when I first started taking it, but everything leveled out. And if anything, like, my anxiety is almost gone. Like, I still get anxiety, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. So I just kind of wanted to kind of touch on that, because I know you guys don't like me talking about my anxiety. People care more so on my TikTok, but I'm just saying, like, I'm actually doing really good with that. Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about was just the fact that I have a new phone that I'm filming on. It's not the iPhone 17, but it's the iPhone 16 Plus. So, I previously had like an iPhone 12. So it is definitely an upgrade for me, and I'm very grateful to be able to have a new phone. So I'm filming on it right now. I film everything on my phone. I do everything on my phone. My phone is my work. I also got a new laptop. Like, I got some new electronics, right? So I also got a new laptop, and once again, the laptop that I had, I had my old laptop I had since like 2016, 2015. So it was like 10 years old, and it served its purpose. I got my money's worth from that laptop. This is why I love Apple products, because they last. They're amazing. So it finally just stopped working. The hard drive wasn't working anymore. So it was kind of devastating even when that happened. That was back in like August, I believe. That was pretty devastating, because I'm like, this is not a good time for me to not have my laptop, for my laptop to break. Like, come on, like, you can last a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. Let me get my money together first, then I promise. But things love to happen when you don't have money. When you're broke for real, things love to happen. I swear I had a $500 safety net of cash just sitting for months. And then I was like, I guess I'm just gonna spend this, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as I spent that $500 that's been sitting in my drawer for months, as soon as I spent it, my card does what it does. I have to pay this much money with my card. That $500 could have helped me tremendously. And it's just like, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, things love to happen when you're broke, for real. So, thankfully, but things still work out and things are still okay. So, it may not work out the way that you want it to, but it's okay, right? So, yeah, I just went ahead and got another laptop at the time. It was a sacrifice to put the money towards it, but I did get another laptop because I have to. My work is on my computer. I do have another iMac, but that iMac is even older than my original computer. So it runs very slow. It's just on its last leg. I'm sure she's going to shut down soon, but she still works. And if it was just an emergency, I could use that computer for work-related things, but she won't even update anymore. There's a lot of websites I can't use on it, and so on and so forth, and it's slow and whatever. So I don't like using that computer as a work computer. I really need like a laptop. So I was able to get a new laptop, and I was just very, very blessed and grateful to be able to have the money to do that, because, like I said, my work is on my computer, and that's how I've been able to make my money. And plus, like, having a laptop, not only can you like take it places and you could take it with you, but most importantly, I can work from my bed. And that's what I do. A majority of the work that I do and the money that I make is from my bed. You know, like I work in my bed. I can just lay down and be on my laptop and just get my work done. And same with my phone. I use my phone as well for work. So it's just like a lot of the work that I do, I really can just be laying in my bed, or even my school work and so on and so forth. I can just lay down in the bed. So that's another reason why I really love laptops, and then also I got a new projector, because my projector that I bought like last year, you can't leave projectors on for periods of time. That projector, I would leave it on for days. Like, I would leave it on all night. I would leave it on for days. I would like leave the house and come back and like the projector would still be on. Like, so the picture was burnt. Like it was like a brown spot, you know what I'm saying, over the picture. It was like a burn mark, right? So you couldn't really see what you were watching. So like that's kind of, so I was like, I can't even watch this no more. I can't even watch nothing on it no more because there's a big brown burn mark. And it's just like, lesson learned. It wasn't super expensive anyway. So I also replaced that. I got another one. And because I also need a TV because my kids broke my TV. Well, it really was their TV. My TV was my grandma's old TV. So that TV stopped working finally. Then I moved the kids' TV in my room. And then my son knocked it over and the screen is shattered. So it's like, that sucks because my mom bought that TV. It was like $200. So I wanted to replace that TV secretly and not tell my mom that the kids broke it and just put it back in here. I don't even use the TV. The kids don't hardly use it anyway. So it's just kind of like, it's not that big of a deal. However, I still want to kind of replace it before she notices. However, my projector is basically my TV, and not even that, really like my laptop is. My laptop is basically my TV because I don't even really watch TV like that. I just kind of watch YouTube videos and stuff, so I don't really watch stuff so much. But so my projector and my laptop kind of does that for me, you know. So I think those are some of the main points that I kind of wanted to cover as far as like what's been going on in my life, you know. Like I said, moving out soon. Like, I'm either going to move out with my baby daddy or I'm going to probably just move out by myself. It really depends on my situation, his situation. He recently got a new job, but he doesn't really keep jobs these past couple of years. Like, he has not been able to really keep a job. So I'm hoping that he keeps this job and doesn't just like quit and then not have anything else and be unemployed for months. Like, I swear the last time he had a job was this time last year. Then he didn't have his job anymore, and for an entire year he didn't have a job, and I was holding him down. And it's just like, so I'm just thinking to myself, I don't want us to move out and get a house and then he's without a job for a year and then I'm having to stress out about making sure all the bills are paid. Like, if we're going to do this together, we're going to do this together. And it's just like, this is a big reason why I'm like, I might do this by myself. I don't know. We'll have to really see. But if we can do it together, it'll be easier on me anyway, because whatever. But because he's claiming he's going to pay all the bills and stuff, and I'll just, you know, kind of like pay for whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we're really just going to have to see. It's crazy to have a Mexican baby daddy. Like, I always joke and I say, like, the Mexican that I wanted is the men that are like working in the construction and stuff like that. Like, that, the men that can fix up a house, fix a car, be a plumber, like all types of stuff. Like, but the Mexican that I got is like super American and like whatever. He speaks Spanish, but whatever, like, you know. But it is what it is. I'm just joking, like, it is what it is. So we're just going to kind of see it with that. But I do know either way, regardless of whether we move in together or whether I get my own place, I am moving next year. So that's why I'm trying to make like $5,000 a month consecutively, because if I can make $5,000 a month, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be enough money for me to feel comfortable, right? Financially. So, yeah. So, other than my car situation, I have generally been very, very blessed. I've been in such a good place. It sucks being cooped up in the house for the week, trying to think about what we're going to do for food, because I also don't have food stamps anymore, which is whatever. Honestly, I honestly, like low-key don't even want to be on government assistance anyway. Like it helped when I needed it, but I'm not that type of person who just wants to live on government assistance. I'm trying to move away from it anyway. I'm totally fine if I get cut off from stuff, because like if I'm making money, right, then I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm just trying to do. I'm just trying to make money. Like I'm not trying to just live off of government assistance. I understand when you need it because I have kids, right? And it's been very helpful. But so there's that. So I don't know, but so I just can't wait to get my car back so I can kind of get back to living my life a bit more. But you know, I'll just be doing a lot of things at the house, just whatever. Other than that, I really have been in such a good place. I feel like I'm living in a season of abundance. That's kind of what God has been telling me secretly, and I also feel like I've been telling myself, like, I'm living in a time of abundance now, or I'm stepping into my season of abundance. And just being spoiled and so on and so forth. And I just claim it, and I'm happy to, you know, like I'm in such a good place that yes, this car situation is happening, but it's not even really like bringing me down, because there's so much good that has been happening in my life lately. And it's like, of course something bad would happen, but honestly, like it's not even like bringing me down too much, because it's just like I have money to pay for. I make good money. I'm self-employed. I have everything I want and need. I get so much stuff for free. I work in a great place at the stadium. I'm able to sit down. I don't know, like there's still so many things to be so grateful for. Like just because one little thing happens and I'm cooped up in the house for a week, I'll survive. I'll be fine. I have a mom who can help me advance the money. I'm so grateful for my mom for that. Me and my family have been in a good place lately. We haven't been arguing as much as we used to. We haven't been, you know, at odds so much. But I think a lot of it is because like I've been giving my mom money, like low key, like even just before all of this, like I just been giving my mom money to help her and stuff like that. And I think that kind of has been easing the tension a little bit. And I try to keep things clean. I try to, you know, be as like easy to live with as possible, despite the fact that I have 2 kids. That's why I have to drink coffee to make sure I have the energy to show up and do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that with me just being independent and giving my mom money and so on and so forth, like I think that has kind of been easing the tension, because my family gets like really like verbally crazy when I don't really work or don't really make money and stuff like that. Then they start bullying me and stuff. So like since I'm doing good, my family treats me better. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But long story short, I am in a pretty good place with my family at the moment. So I even appreciate that. God is good in so many different ways. My grandma was even saying, like, your car situation could have been a fatal accident. You could have lost control of the car. The car, like, with what was going on with the car, I could have been driving. I could have lost control. I could have gotten a bad car accident. There's so many things that could have happened. Or the fuel injector, like fuel pump, whatever, you know, with it being so hot in Texas, like that could have like caught on fire or something that, you know, could have sparked. And there's so many things that could have went wrong with that car situation. And I'm so grateful that it wasn't anything bigger or worse. And so, you know, so I can see God is working his way in my life. Regardless of what the devil's trying to do to stop me. The devil thought he had me, but God said you're mine. I don't know how that song goes, but it's kind of like that. Like, the devil thought he had me, but God said you're mine. Like, the devil can't get to me. He can't affect me. He can't do nothing to me. He'll try to do things to make me sad. And I get it. I was sad for a little bit with my car situation. Anybody would be. But I get myself back up. I have support in my life. I have, you know, a good source of income, and God is good. God has been taking care of me and will continue to take care of me. Literally, I talked to God and was like, God, help me with, you know, my finances and everything. I really was telling God to help me, and he did. And he continues to. And he's giving me the strength and the courage and the, you know, saying the strength and the courage to believe that I can do better moving forward. So yeah, I'm not going to operate off of fear and negativity and depression. Like, I'm just sitting here like, it's fine. It's a setback, but everything is fine. That's life. You have setbacks in life. Life is not perfect. Life isn't always going great. Like, even just this year in general, there's been some not so great things happening towards the beginning of this year. I got scammed out of my money, found out about my dad passing away, so on and so forth. My sister, I haven't talked to her in a minute, but she was trying to ask for money. She lives in Nigeria and, you know, whatever, but that's not a bad thing. The good thing is I have a connection with my sister again, you know, but, you know, like there was something rough stuff going on in the year, but God is still good, and God is still in control, and God is still winning in this situation, right? I am okay. I am fine. My family is okay and fine and healthy. My baby daddy has a job. Like, I can just list all of the blessings that's going on, and so all is good, truly. So that is kind of just the life update. I'm really just gonna go now because this video is very long, but it's just kind of like, that's kind of like what it is. My anxiety is doing great, you know, like just all those things coming together when you really think about it. Like, I'm doing really good. I really am. I don't want or need for anything. My kids don't want or need for anything. We have so much stuff that I've been redecorating their room, my room, you know. I have a dang near the whole Ulta and Sephora store in my bathroom because I've been sent products for free. I have so many products, so many perfumes, so many hair care, body care, just so many, all the things that I absolutely love and enjoy, I have been getting for free, and so on and so forth. So I'm really living in abundance. If you really knew, like, I have so many clothes, shoes, like so many things. I keep my nails and feet done and my hair done, and like, I'm telling you, like, I'm in a season of abundance in my life, and I'm very, very grateful for where I am right now. Of course, anything could change, and I'm not trying to sit here and boast and brag like my life is great, but because anything can change and anything, whatever, but God is always in control, and I am happy and where I am now. So that's what matters. I've hit my weight loss goal. I'm going on vacation soon. Like, I'm sorry. I just, I hardly really just sit down and really talk about such good things going on all at once, because truly, like, my life is constantly like not that. My life has constantly been like not good, and just like having to talk about negative things and so on and so forth. So just know that I'm happy, considering the fact that there's so many good things going on in my life. So one hiccup with my car situation, it's a deep hiccup. It's pretty big, but it's still taken care of, and it's fine. So there is that. And we are projected to make good money. We are projected to move out soon. We're going on vacation. My son just woke up, so I'm gonna make some lunch soon, and so on and so forth. We are blessed. We're fine. God has us protected and connected. And come here, baby. My baby. And yeah. Oh, you woke up? Yeah. All right. So we're gonna see you guys later.